Welcome or welcome back to the Light Renegades. My name is Starr. Thank you so much for joining me today, everyone. I first of all want to start just by saying that I have ultimate gratitude for you stepping forward right now, being in this space with me, partaking in disclosure, partaking in the ascension process, deciding to say yes to you, to expanding consciousness. I know that it's incredibly tricky right now out there in some circumstances, and the world just seems to be getting ever more unreal. I guess is the most non-political way that I can share that right now. So my heart goes out to you wherever you find yourself in your expression. Please know that you are trying your best, you are doing your best, and all you can do is show up for you and those that you care about, and extend a hand of kindness, of love where you can to those around you. And I want to say take it back to basics. That's definitely where I've been of late. And please do bear with me because there is a lot of energy coursing through me at this time, and we do have quite a wordy channeling from David Bowie. So if you are here for the first time, I find myself channeling David Bowie at this time. This is not the first soul that I guess has been in the public eye to step forward. You can go ahead and check our playlist for more of that expression. We do have some channelings from galactic beings, the Galactic Alliance from myself and Anna Maria, the Pleiadian High Council from Anna Maria as well, who is my fellow Light Renegade, bringing forward Tripax, and also the Grace Collective at this time. There is a lot out here with regards to information on galactic beings, and I want to say please be sure to be communicating and expressing yourself and receiving content in a vibration that is most helpful for you. You shouldn't be stepping away from a space and feeling negative, is what I want to share. And of course there is a lot of dense information out there that we are consuming to expand consciousness, but it's a different sort of energy. It shouldn't leave you feeling in fear. And I want to say, I don't know why I'm sharing this here, but I'm trusting the energy. If you are with a practitioner at this time in any way, any way or form, mentor, tutor, anyone, if they are leaving you feeling like you aren't supported in any way, or you leave them feeling worse than when you started, that is definitely something to look out for. And I'm trusting the alignments because it's taken me a couple of tries to get this video out, and there was a massive crow that flew directly in front of my window twice. And crows always have messages for me, but this is maybe the second time that a crow was flown that close to my window, to the point where I thought that they were going to fly into my window, and I was a bit worried about that because I did find a dead crow yesterday. And yeah, I didn't want them to stun themselves or potentially really harm themselves by flying into the window. And I'm sharing that this needs to be in this space. And it's interesting because the title of this channeling from David was titled My Magic with a K. So I think we're going to be stepping into the realms of when he partook in a little bit more of magic after this channeling. But I was grateful to be able to sit in this energy with this dear soul. And please do take the time to attune to these frequencies. David's energy is here with us when I'm reading these channelings for you all. And it's a space for you to commune in peace if you choose for it to be. And sometimes your channelings come with a real heavy weight. I understand that, and please know that I'm grateful for you stepping forward even when times are so challenging. But please know that in the challenge, that's where the true growth lies, and I'm starting to really appreciate that of my own personal path as well. But I think I'm going to do an energetic update as well this week, so you can receive in that expression of where I've been the past couple of weeks as well. But I'm going to go ahead and try and get through this channeling. Please bear with me, there is a lot coursing through me that I'm trying to contain whilst getting through this as well. But the channeling from David Bowie was titled My Magic, and they started with I always want to smile and smirk when I step into this space with you all. I know so many waiting, bated breath. I firstly want to thank you all for your generosity of love and encouragement. It's a difficult space to come from, but I want to say something which may put some souls at ease. When you pass, it's lighter. Even the darkest of it all, it's different. You see it all. Even those that are faced with their karma in very real ways, they know in soul, and it makes it all lighter. I want to just start by stating that I'm ready. I'm ready for us all to shift gears and to move forward. I don't want this to be a space where I keep you all guessing. It's important to me to just cut to the chase. I was lost. I was a man searching that felt out of place, but not in the ways that you might think. I felt like I understood the world very well, more than most. I wasn't too sad or too happy. I was just existing, and I found it difficult to express that. I knew somewhere deep down I was different from most around me, so I started to pick at myself somewhere. It's a crazy notion to see now. That which is outside of you feels strange, so you look within as if you are the problem. Well, I guess to some degree, I also was. I didn't know how to be in this world like everyone else. I just wanted to have fun, so much fun at all times possible. But I was a deep philosophical thinker, which led me to many places. I studied with the monks. I visited many a trail in search for something that I never found, because at some point in my life, I was destined to be exactly what I was. I was angry for a time, but please know that I'm not sad at all. I'm proud of my life, of all that I created, even under such a strict regime. I was tormented by the end. I think you can all see it. Somewhere I was just ready to go. My past, my demons were catching up with me, and I just wanted to face the music, so to speak. It's a very strange space you'll uncover once you are practically the walking dead. You see between the fabric of realities. They couldn't hide anymore, those that lurked in my energy, or in my home, or in between realms and worlds. I could see them all. They called to me, taunted me. But I knew deep down that they weren't mine. I belong to someplace else, and I'm here to tell you all those places exist too, so light and wonderful beyond your wildest expression. Earth is something rather magical, even in its wild absurdity of struggle and strife. It's a beautiful madness, but these other places are just so beautiful. No words to describe, beings of all manner of colours and spectrums. I now see the fraction of what I was in my world to begin with, a tiny, tiny, minuscule amount of what is possible in all of these realms outside of Earth. It's funny now that I'm on this side, I can see where I was seeking all that was, It's funny now that I'm on this side, I can see that which I was seeking was always inside of me all along. We spend so long looking out there when truly all we have to do is listen within. But that's sovereignty, and that feels too much, and that's why so many turn to drink or to drugs or to reach the states of euphoria without having to do the real work that's done and needed to reach those peaks, the highs. I don't like to say enlightenment as it feels too cliche, but it's true. The light lives within inside of you. I wish for all of you here to see. I'm going to embarrass this one now by stating that she has cried over the past few weeks because she loves just oh so very much. I must admit that it's a tragic expression to see, a poor darling just trying to make sense of the density of it all. It isn't fair, I will admit, that to you all now, somewhere it's just unfathomable to ask you to relate to that which I feel here, where you are now. But you are doing it, you are living in light, and I wish that I could have done more, so much more. I wish that I could have known all that I do now, to make it all different, make it better for so many, but believe me, I tried. I truly tried, but it was too late for me. I had no idea that I was so under the thumb. It sneaks in, it feels like you believe you are doing the right thing at all times, but it takes over, it serves its own agenda. You don't know how to break free from something that you don't know you are bound to. So think about this each day you wake up. You believe that you are in control, right? What if I told you there are so many looking at you every single moment of the day? How would that make you feel? Supported or terrified? Well, that's the truth of you all here. You are all being watched. You've forgotten this, the grand experiment, even more so here in this space. You are at the forefront of it all. So remember, you can't go wrong. You simply can't. You are awake and you know the truth, so please be free. Damn it, be as free as you can be. Don't worry about what others are up to. So many of us paying our dues and making amends in very ingenious and adventurous ways. I said that you could call upon me if you wanted help. I hope that you saw me, felt me, understood that I was watching. If you haven't by now, I promise you I will make myself known. I felt like keeping it light today. Something about the energy is so full of life. I want to ride that wave of utter intoxication with you all. Love, love, and more love. Look at me, getting all soppy now. I actually was. Big stuff to share next time. I'll have to put back on my leather and tighten up my bootstraps. Until next time, see you. And I want to say that this channeling was just so multi-layered for me, and I hadn't even understood a small little fragment of what David was trying to tell me when he channeled this message, and I'm going to share it with you all. I'm being told that I can share this, but so often in my expression I've kind of gone off in my dream time to meet some bikers, so it's interesting to me that David said that he has to put back on his leather and tighten up his bootstraps, because that wasn't an expression for me to understand, because when I go and meet these bikers, I'm actually on mission in other spaces and other realms, and yeah, that's how they present themselves to me. So it was funny to me to know that he's part of that expression of the galactics out there. So this means that David Bowie is actually a serious being, which makes the most amount of sense to me. And I'm grateful for them to, I guess, be ready to be sharing more. It's been a very starty expression with the soul, and I feel like it's only been up until this week that I've started to truly understand how aware they were the entirety of their life of what they were putting out into the world and the effect that it had on others. And I genuinely feel that no part of their soul wanted to have fame in the way that they got it. I feel like they were doing what they truly loved in heart, and that was why they stepped forward. There was no part of them that was wanting to have control over other people. And I think that this is the first time where I've started to have much more compassion for some souls that are in the public eye, because yeah, to be watched constantly in this way it's unfathomable. You know, to think about those thousands, millions of people out there constantly looking, staring, you know, wanting to, I feel like, claim part of you somewhere. And I feel like it's such a sorry existence somewhere to actually have fame of this magnitude. And this is definitely something that's been reiterated with so many others that have stepped forward on screen and behind screen to me, was that fame is not what you think it to be, and it's actually quite crippling in so many aspects. And the world is just absolute madness, and I'm sure we can all agree that that's the basis of a lot of our expression right now, is that everything is just coming from an utter space of madness right now, and we're really trying to have to find a steady footing in spaces that just has no solid ground anymore. And I know that David is wanting us to really step into a space of really feeling into the light, really feeling into the euphoria, and that's definitely something that I've had to decide on this path. But I'm going to share a little bit more about that in the energetic update as well. But I think this is going to be the last, I guess, lightest meshes from David for a little while, because I think we're going to get into the grips of where he found himself under the thumb of the negative reptilian order, and where his delve and his search into magic potentially took him as well. So I'm grateful for this soul being ready to share the deepest parts of their expression with us, and I think it's taken them some time to be able to build themselves up to this too. So I'm grateful for them, and you know, I'm here to support all wherever you find yourself in this space. Please know that I send as much love and light as I can to all of you, because I know that it takes a lot to keep witnessing. So when I see how many people have watched a video, I'm eternally grateful from every aspect of my being for you stepping forward and receiving. Please know that I know that it's no small feat, and it's not just me that is watching. All teams of light are watching, and they're incredibly proud of you. But I think that's all today from myself and David Bowie, but we'll be back real soon. But take care for now.